I'm on my way to Mono Lake to see the lake and the tufa. Tufa is basically limestone. Underwater springs, rich in calcium, mix with the lake water which is rich in carbonates. As the calcium comes into contact with the carbonates in the lake, a chemical reaction occurs resulting in calcium deposits, which is limestone. Over hundreds and thousands of years, the limestone has built up into huge towers which are all created underwater, but as the lake level receded, we now get to see them. These are the famous mono craters. On the far left is North Coulee. The next to that with a little peak is Crater Mountain. To the right of that is the South Coulee, followed by a series of lesser defined peaks. This one is the Crater Mountain. This is a distant view of Panam Crater. Wherever you go in this area, you see the beautiful Sierra Nevada mountains to the west. This winding trail leads you to the actual tufa area from the parking lot. This is a rabbit brush bush, and they were all over the shoreline. My first look at some tufa. This is what the lake is famous for. This is what one alkali fly looks like. This is a few of them huddled together, and this is what hundreds and thousands look like along the shore.
They move away from you. They want no business with you guys. Or with those guys. Or with those guys. Or with anybody that's trying to kill them.
I couldn't figure out what was causing this yellow stain along the shore. I did see this at another location, and still there was no indication of what was causing it. Alkali flies feed on microscopic algae growing in the lake, and in turn the birds eat the flies, and they also eat the brine shrimp. This bird is a Wilson's phalarope.
There you can see the alkali flies sitting on stalks of grass coming out of the water.
You can see the cauliflower surface of these limestone towers. These were all created underwater thousands of years ago, and as the lake level has dropped, they have now become visible.
From this view, you can see the other side of the mono craters that you can see coming up the 395. There in the distance, apparently, there's a fire that you get the smoke from.
This is a Brewers Blackbird. Most of the birds that come to Mono Lake are migratory birds, and they fill up on the alkali flies as well as the brine shrimp.
Generally, I've been seeing whitish tufa everywhere, but this is an example of some darker tufa. I guess it depends what minerals were being bought up by the water.
There in the distance you can see a nest with some fledglings in there and one of the parents keeping watch. As you can see, the lake water is remarkably clear.
I guess the level of the lake has receded a little bit because these pools probably were created when the lake was a little bit higher. Now it looks like it's gone down a little bit and left these pools behind.
Boo! This is the other area with the yellow stain. Still no indication of what was causing it to be so localized here.
Looks like that fire is getting a little bit worse. I can see more smoke now.
This is the end of my visit. Thanks for joining me, folks.